What's up, people? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Hansel, and today we're going to be talking about the Sirui 40mm Anamorphic lens. So yeah, if y'all was like me a couple months ago and new to the anamorphic space, I'm gonna give y'all a quick breakdown on the differences between anamorphic and a regular photo lens like I'm shooting on right now. So firstly, let's start with the glass. So usually on the lens, like for example, I'm shooting on now, it's a round piece of glass. But in the anamorphic lens, as you can see here, it's a more of an oval lens. And what that does is compresses the video. So if you ever watched a movie and you've seen those two black bars at the top and bottom, most likely it's an anamorphic lens. Not all the time, you can always add those in post, but what an anamorphic lens does is pretty much widens the field of view of your shot. So for example, if I take this shot here, I shot it on the anamorphic lens, but I zoomed it in to be cropped in to show like a regular lens that what you're seeing now. This is what the image looks like, but if I move it all the way out into the full anamorphic range of view, you can see those black bars at the top and bottom, but it gives you more screen real estate and gives you more of the scene, gives you more of that kind of cinematic stylized look that a lot of folks are looking for when making short films or big budget films. So next with anamorphic lenses is the flare. So everybody loves a good flare in cinema movies. Like for example, Transformers had a lot of flares in that movie. Also, Stranger Things had a couple of flares in the beginning of their film, but this a very stylized look. I even tried out this at the park and also in my studio. It ended up turning out great. It looks great, and this gives a different type of stylized vibe to the production or video that you're making. So that's a big call out for anamorphic lenses. Of course, you can get like filters that can get kind of give that, but it doesn't hit like an anamorphic lens, I will say. And on this one, I got the neutral, and the other one is a blue flare, but I picked neutral for what I'm doing. I don't want everything to look kind of sci-fi-ish, so I want to do neutral, but I'm definitely gonna invest in a blue flare anamorphic lens in the future for sure. The last call out I want to call out on this lens is the oval bokeh. I know a lot of people don't care about that, but if you're into video, film, stuff like that, you kind of look at that. But that's a big sign that you're using an anamorphic lens, because usually when you get that bokeh in a frame on the regular lens like I'm using right now, it's kind of a round bokeh in the background with the lights. But with this lens, it's oval and sometimes hexagonal. I think this one has a hexagon with the type of squeeze that it has. It has a 1.33 squeeze, and I think it's hexagonal. I'm gonna show you right here on the screen. But yeah, so what makes this lens special? Two things. I would say the price, because if you go find some other high budget anamorphic lens, you're talking about 10,000 plus just for the lens. It's crazy. But this is targeted for people like you and me that don't have the budget for a $10,000 lens, and we want to get into anamorphics and play around with anamorphics. And to take it a step further, they got autofocus on these bad boys. So with regular anamorphic lenses, they don't have autofocus, so you have to do manual focus. And imagine trying to do that solo. So with this lens, you can do autofocus, and for me testing it, it's pretty good. But it does have like an autofocus kind of noise. You can hear your gears going around in there. But if you have a mic like I have on right now, you're probably not going to hear it no way. But it's just a minor little thing I think Sirui should fix or work on in the future. But for the most part, the autofocus is pretty good when you come in the frame. So that way I can record things on my own, run and gun style with one lens and things like that. So enough of this. Let's get into action. Let's go to the park and get some shots from Universal, see if we can find those flares, see if we can find that bokeh, wide range of field, all the good stuff. So let's go to Orlando. As y'all saw, this is a great lens. I got a ton of different shots. I found my flares, I found the bokeh, I had my wide depth of field, everything I was looking for in an anamorphic lens. I got it with the autofocus and no complaints. So if you're looking into getting into anamorphic lenses and you don't want to spend $10, $30, $100,000 on the lens, but you want to start it out, I think this is a great lens to start with, because I think this lens is around $700 if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna put the link in the description below, and I'm gonna put the price here, whatever it is currently. And yeah, this is a great lens, and I'm already starting to work on new projects with this lens, and I can't wait for y'all to see them. And yeah, if you appreciate this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all let me know in the comments if you already have an anamorphic lens or even interested in this lens. Let me know down in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if y'all have some other recommendations of some other great anamorphic lenses that aren't $200,000, also let me know in the comments below. But with that said, people, until next time, peace.